Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. It is pretty hot at the moment actually, so no webcam today, and you may hear the fan going on in the background. So yeah, today is more ore processing. I have more machines to build. I've been watching this. Them reactors have been running now, touch wood, without any issues. For about a week, I think. Yeah, the vacuum nukes. Right, should we build the ABS? Because I need some of the materials which that unlocks. What are they? Coils, blast smelter heat containment coil. Blast smelter casing block. What else? Input bus. All of these output fluids. Output, does this need maintenance? Maintenance and muffler. Single energy hatch, because it won't actually allow any more. What is vanadium? I forgot to request more of those. It'll be fine. Yay, the quest. So I should have unlocked all of the others. Yeah, these are all of the ones which I could make now. I'm after this one. The Amazon, what was that? Amazon warehousing depot? Alright, let's go about here. Oh, there was an announcement in the GTNH Discord. Possibly beta 2.8, beta 1, is going to be released. I think it's Sunday or Monday this weekend to next week. Yeah, I'm very excited for that. I'm really, really hopeful. There are so many new features, and yes, I will be updating to a beta build because I want a lot of the features. I want to be able to play with them, well, and help, I suppose. If there's any bugs which I find, I can report them. All right, let's go. Oh, did I get the maintenance? I grabbed the muffler hatch, but I didn't grab the maintenance hatch. Energy there. No explosions. This is all on the IV line. Maintenance issues. 27, that should be enough. Oh, interface. Oh, I may as well grab the recipe for this. Grab the pattern. It is Haste Alloy C276. And it's circuit 6. So we'll go U, circuit 6. ABS, circuit 6. How is there a fire creeper on the cable there? Yeah, I am also going to be running these. I'm running the patterns without having to encode the ingot recipe. There is a reason for that. A couple of these fluids in the ABS can be reused elsewhere in fluid form. So if I encode this recipe as the fluid, and then I encode a recipe for the ingot, it's the exact same amount of patterns I'll be making. Yeah, it pretty much is. Either way, it will either be ABS makes the fluid, then makes the ingot, then makes the fluid, or ABS makes the fluid, then the fluid solidifier makes the ingot. Let's give this a go. Tungsten, just missing tungsten. That's a lot of workstations. What are they called? Shipping? Something in the casing. Supply depot casing. Right, so if that needs 20, input output 19. Tungsten trioxide. I really need to finish setting this up on passive. I'm waiting for hydrogen for that. I need more hydrogen production. $19. Okay, well I can at least get the ME side of this set up. So muffler, I'm still waiting on maintenance. Why am I waiting? Why? Oh, you're definitely... Okay, blocking mode needs to be disabled for that. Okay, so this one going to reside here. Output, superbus for the input. Right, so I will just filter this by dust, tiny, wildcard, and or dust, small, wildcard. So only the tiny dusts and the small dusts will be allowed in here. And this should very, very quickly fill. Because there are a lot of the, yeah, there you go, full of tiny parts of carbon. Curiosity. Where is that one? Oh, I haven't bound this one. Crazy, that didn't have an output actually. It's waiting on, of course it's waiting on tungsten. Tungsten takes so long. Right, batteries are in there. Whoa, no. Do not do that. That's asking for an explosion. Right, well this should be ready then. Just waiting on the transformer and the casing. What else? I have the sifter. What are the ones? Thermal centrifuge? I mean, this one is going to be only purified, but there's going to be a lot of them, so... Also this super weird looking one. That also needs maintenance and muffler. Yeah, let's put a controller on there. Oh, technically that's going to have two separate things, because I'm going to do the fuel rod pure word processing here. There was something which I can think of, probably redstone. The extra chance of glowstone here. And then the fuel rods can go there. In and out. You, and then it doesn't really matter. You get a P2P for that. Dense cables. Yeah, let's do maintenance on the left then. But how do I have this arranged? Okay, well that would be in line here. It'll be there. Another transformer battery buffer than the 2 aluminium cables. Really missing phosphorus? Yeah, I'm surprised about that actually. Missing phosphorus. Oops. My hand slipped then and I dropped the mouse. Oh, actually, let's move that to here. Then I can have the IV cable here. Yeah, why do I need phosphorus for this? Phosphor. Oh, the phosphorus dope wafer. That's why. Wait, so I've got loads of phosphorus here. Okay, I can just electrolyze this. I'll put 5 in there for now. That will produce a stack of phosphorus. Okay, that's the ABS. 19 minutes ago? I don't know why that shut down. Wait, did that just skip the recipe then? That most certainly did. I reckon I'll have to re-request this. Or at least one of these I will. Oh, there isn't a special sound for the ABS. So what was this actually? Right, the top casing cannot be these hatches. Right, well, I guess I'll do maintenance down here then. Yep, that's better. Yes. It works. I won't turn that on yet. Was this actually, this is running, isn't it? I frequently check on this. Okay, so it was crafting then. Did it finish? Okay, I think it did. It actually didn't. So it didn't lose any. Lots of energy. Right, that one's ready. Grab that schematic. I made this. They're really cheap to make, actually. I think I'm doing that recipe. That's cancelled here. That shouldn't take too long. Right, so this is where I needed the other transformer. Off that tungsten steel. When's the next upgrade for the EBF? So when do I get access to the Vulcanus? In the quest book, it does say quantum processors. IV circuit assembler. Oh, that needs the SMD again. Okay, that's not too bad. Might actually want to consider doing that. Suppose I could do some more decorating while I wait. So what am I thinking? These are like the bracers. Coming from the walls. I wonder if that would... Okay. I got a little idea for some more decorations I could do there. Depends how well this will line up. Oh my god. It lines up perfectly. It lines up perfectly for the center of there. So is once every time there's a light source going to be too much? Right, I'm definitely thinking that if I keep them, you know what, actually, I quite like it being open in the middle. Right, I wouldn't mind. Maybe from here. Actually, didn't go too far. I feel like for these, I don't like these because of how big they are. Yeah, I remember saying last stream, I wasn't sure about these. Where should I go to? If I went, don't think there. I think that looks a bit weird because of like it going up. Actually, okay, yeah, I don't like that. Let's make it a triangle. Or 5 tall. See if I'm at the correct positioning. Okay, that's what it would look like. I still don't like the look of it. Oh, there goes my flight. Oh yeah, that say goodbye to the flight potion, that's been removed. That's removed in 2.8. So how do I transition this? Maybe these are not the best ones to be doing it, because I feel like the angle is too much. These are C2, C1. It's kind of difficult to see the depth of these. Maybe so. Yeah. Sharp angle really doesn't suit it for this. I like this bit. I like that bit a lot more. Paste. And paste again. So if I copy from there, copy, rotate 180. Yeah. And then I think you're 11. Oh, would that be too close? Thank you, Jims, for the raid. Party of 4. I welcome everyone. How was your stream, Jim? Nah, that's okay being there. How goes the GTNHing? Oh, that needs to be needs to be moved over by one. Nice looking here. Thank you. I'm currently waiting for things to craft, so I just decided to do a little bit more decorating. Doing a flush of your ME storage cells. Disconnected. Okay, that is that's really annoying. Any NBT data risks now I can't rejoin. Where were the storage cells? Were they in your inventory? And that lesson once. Because I know that there's another issue with the compressed chests. They really don't like being put into compressed chests, I don't think. I'm sure there's a quest for that somewhere, actually. Where would that be? Possibly the ME... what quest is it? Yeah, I'm sure there's an issue with the compressed chests. I can't remember where. There was definitely... It's noted in one of the quests. I can't remember which one it is. Is it tooltip? No. Oh, it's the drive. That's it. Do not move chests with 80 drives. It may corrupt your profile. No refunds. I can remember what was in the tooltip. It said no refunds at the end. It is something to do with the NBT, which it stores. It like I want to say it causes like an overflow of how much it stores, and because of that, it just breaks basically. I'd say it's 180. Well, I do hope that you get it fixed. Maybe loading a backup. Oh yeah, that's definitely feeling. I love the shapes. I love using the special shapes. What was the other thing which I was requesting? Possibly Transformers? This would be proud. That makes me chuckle every time I claim that quest. I'm also happy to report that I have mapped out exactly the correct amount of them casings. So you are in package mode. That doesn't really matter. All right, full of energy, go. You go nuts. I mean, it's crafting all of the dusts in the input bus. Right, you should be safe, collecting energy. So the outputs, so let's set in here. It's like the odd things which I get. The thorium. We have to suck all of them up. That's loud. That's also a new sound. Well, this would it be odd things to return? Oh, I'm also going to need another one, so let's place that. I need another one for the gem return. Yeah, you can be random stuff. You can be gems. Emeralds are on the top of my head. Emerald. Okay, let's go exquisite, flawless, normal, flawed, and chipped. That's okay, that's empty. Okay, let's get that recycling. Yeah, carbon. The amount of tiny... How much? Quite a few currently sitting in here. It's all of this one, and there's just such a big backlog of tiny piles. So okay, I might be able to speed it along by doing this. Oops. Just keep updating it. Yeah, that's better. Small and tiny, so they're currently just sitting in the input. Right, lithium. Oh, and let's also make... I am going to need a couple more of these. $67. What was that assuming? Input and output. Oh, I wonder, would this be faster in the ABS? That's a minute. Then 50 seconds here. It would be faster, but I'd have to send hydrogen there. Mind you, I do have circuit 6. Should we do that? Yeah, quadruple input. Where is that macerator? This one. This is one hut. I need to upgrade that to the maceration stack. You feel behind... Oh, that was the doppelganger, wasn't it? That's EV. So this is definitely an upgrade doing it in here. 100% faster. More than 100% actually. If this takes 50 seconds each dust, this is the same recipe speed. This one takes 40 for the same energy. 40 seconds at the same energy for all of it. Actually, you know what? So much, I'm going to swap this over now. Pop you off. ABS circuit 6. All right, this needs Oh, I'm being attacked by a fly at the moment. It keeps landing on my legs. This needs the subnet treatment. Oh, and the subnet and storage buses. All right, ABS circuit 6. I think that's set up now. So what was that for? Grism? Don't need you. Do not need you. Okay, so 72 times 2. Lithium and potassium. Oh, and the phosphorus. Slowly filtering all of the ore processing stuff. Charge Certus quartz. That goes on the return. Yeah, this is smeltable. How much lithium is in here? Okay, not a massive amount. Carbon, I think, is returned. Oh yes, potassium, that goes in here. This is force of habit. I always make my ore processing always automatically smelt everything into ingots. How much energy? Can I upgrade that? No, that does have 2 energy hatches. I'm shocked for how little energy that uses. Yeah, I could supply a lot more energy. That's like an eighth of how much energy is currently being supplied. Honestly, all processing is rather full of stuff. Will this be ore washer? Unless there's a chemical bath recipe. Right, redstone would be ore wash. Ore wash, thermal centrifuge, then macerate. I actually have that. I don't have that set up there. I do have it set up there. There is actually just a lot of things to be smelted. Don't think I upgraded this. No, I didn't. Not to 2 amps of, or 4 amps of EV. Well, it's getting there. What's that? Lithium phosphorus. Oh, wasn't I? I also have the electrolyzer set up. So this is going to have items and fluids. So this can be set up in this spot here. Lovely electrolyzer. Right, so 2 storage buses for each type. Enter green. Controller, quartz fiber. Alright, so I want to have both of them split. So input for items, input for fluids. I guess I could have both of the outputs in the middle. Really a quadruple input hatch for this. There are going to be a couple of fluids which are generated in the ore processing net. So having this just means that I can actually process them. Okay. That shouldn't be too long. I think antimony has an ingot. Oh, right. That's going to put like... Yeah, it did. Whoops. It's not be a good time for warp. Okay, something which needs to be electrolyzed. Phosphate. Off the top of my head. Then the output for them, let's get the P2P. Oh, let's use one. Are you missing? Probably maintenance and muffler. Maintenance muffler. Fix problems, turn on. Ready to start electrolyzing. Then let's also get blast furnace. Oh, also, can I make the stocking input buses? Not the advanced ones, I just want a regular stocking input bus. Circuit, what? Yeah, I can do that. So this I want to stock, let me think, carbon. Also, it is calcite. Maybe even nether quartz. I might actually want to passive, because nether quartz is infinite for me. You know what? I am going to actually do that. I sacrifice probably that. I think it's still solid steel, isn't it? Some of you. Steam input, steam output, and steam hatch. I can do everything. Oh, to be fair, there's probably a couple in there. Or not. I thought I did. Okay. Oh, I could so set up a pattern for that. I could probably do everything here, actually. Hold on. If I teach this... Let's see if my ME system is happy with me doing something like that. So it's carbon and nether quartz, and this will mean that I can do all of the special EBF recipes. Should be able to, at least. So the output for this has to be on the top. One, two, three. Okay, that's going to be new transformer. Oh yeah, how am I doing in here? I think what I'm going to do... Meteoric iron. I don't know how stainless steel... How did stainless steel end up in here? Yeah, that's not meant to be in there. Monazite. I don't think monazite, this type of monazite. Oh, I guess I could store it. I'll store it in there. Okay, so nether quartz, I want that to go back to the ME system. Plutonium 239. Yeah, smelt it. Make it into an ingot. Send it back. These two electrolyze. Ooh, olivine. Is there a specific... Okay, well, the dust I'm going to electrolyze. Same for lazurite. I don't think this just turns into... Yeah, I don't need that. I could actually do the slurry out of these, couldn't I? Electrolyze, electrolyze. Yeah. We be electrolyzing. That's going back to the ME system. Nether stars, yeah, ME system. I don't know how some of these dusts have ended up in there. Topaz, yeah, electrolyze. Right, so if I do these two, battery buffer there. IV transformer. No explosions, please. That would have been an explosion if I didn't do that fast. This is one block misaligned. So it's transformer, IV cable, transformer again. Yeah, that's better. No explosions, please. Right, well, I know output on the top is going to be fluid. Missing tier. Okay, that needs a pattern. One thing which I am noticing about all processing, now that the dusts aren't just sitting in the ME system, I am having to encode patterns like this. Not too bad, though. The casing up there is going to be the input for items. Wait, really? I could have 0. Right, I need some mainnet channels then. I guess I could do another P2P. Just a couple. Let's call this Fusser. Mainnet pass through as 2 words joined together. Well, that's going to be storage bus. So this one, carbon and nether quartz. You should be able to establish a channel. Yeah, there you go. Maybe refresh these. Oh, whoops. Oh, I did it again. Does sodium have an ingot? No. Back to mainnet you go then. Magnesium's got an ingot. Silicon can go back into the mainnet. Try to keep things moving through here. Okay, Tanzanite. These are quite special because they give me access to the upgrades, so... Do I keep it or do I just electrolyze them? And do I... Opal, Jasper... Amber again? You know what I'm just going to be? Don't think I'll need amethyst. Sodium illuminate, allumate. Okay, let's just electrolyze all of them. Why not? And I know the soft dioxide is going to be a byproduct from one of these, so let's just get a filter for that. Do I... They're outputting. I suppose I'm going to need some fluid storage cells. Maybe not 16. I don't need a lot of fluid storage. Yeah, I don't want to spend a massive amount. They cost tungsten steel. If I do them in the 1Ks. $1K single fluid storage cells. Yes, oh, this poor molecular assembler. Unfortunately, I need to craft another one of them then. Something which I don't use a lot. Probably the mini chests. Grab 10 of them. Yeah, I don't need a lot of storage for the ore processing. I just need to be able to see what type of fluids are actually coming through there. I feel like I could decorate this a bit better. I feel like I could do this. So I can actually see what fluids are in there. We're still going. You'll probably take a little bit of time. Okay, storage bus. What's something? Probably cassiterite. That also does produce carbon dioxide. What, this needs output? Yeah, I want us to have a look. Tanzanite I'm going to send back to mainnet. Pretty sure the sodalite is only... Yeah, that if that's blue, dye blue there. Probably won't be able to do that until I sort out the fluids for it. Hey, I have a couple. Oh, actually, So I'm going to need the IO ports to take fluids. And output them on the green network. Okay. Let's get one of the multis for that. Chlorine, hydrogen. fluorine oxygen. Okay, so this needs to pull from... Well, this one's on the green channel at the top. So you can pull from drives into cell. What can I actually do? I reckon it's going to have to be on the middle there. You're fine. I guess I need to put the... Disconnect these. Need the terminal somewhere. How many devices? Okay, I need to get a smart cable. I'm guessing that this is more than 8. So I'm going to upgrade this to dense cable. Cool, I can see the fluids now. If that's going up, this needs to go down. Back up. Then this is cell to drive, and then move to output when empty. I guess on this end one, I'll do an output for this, for the fluid. So what? Hydrogen, oxygen, chlorine, and fluorine. Oh, that feels good. Oh yeah, I'm getting loads of... Where did I get all of the roasted iron from? See, ender pearls and ender eye is not meant to be in here. So they're not filtered in there. Dust impure crust, dust tiny, dust small. Oh, these are coming from the small piles, aren't they? That's making more sense now. Lapis, do I really need lapis dust when... Well, I suppose it's coolant. I have infinite lapis, though. Yeah, I get lapis from that Lazula crop. Yeah, I guess I can send it back to mainnet. Over here you can have roasted iron. You're gonna... Roasted iron. Item inputs. Roasted iron carbon. I don't know why you can't find a recipe. They're like distinct buses. Oh, that's why. Input separation was turned on. So this is making carbon dioxide. Are you actually outputting? Where is the carbon dioxide going? Okay. No cached fluids. Oh, is this based on the muffler hatch tier? Hatch has no cached output. You know what? I want to say that it is actually of 0%. It's been such a long time since I've set this up. And this is such a small detail. I should be able to make this. Yeah, that is Eevee. Only you take 10 seconds. So it is UHV tier when I get access to 100%. The moment it's 38. 50% are IV though. Oh yeah, let's see. Do you output any CO2 now? Yes. And it will be about 38%. Alright, well I hope that this doesn't conflict with anything. The only things on circuit... Yeah, that won't conflict if I put circuit 1 there. Not enough fluid output space? Missing channel? Probably 32. Yeah. Okay, blue is the subnet. What was the other colors? Magenta's that one. I guess I could do yellow. Yellow's alternate mainnet. Lime, actually. Thinking. Oh, I guess if this is lime. No. You'll be fine. Do the color change here. Thank you again, Thorncraft. You can always trust Thorncraft to spawn a piece of obsidian on your head. There we go. That should fix the channel situation. You're processing carbon dioxide, which is very nice. I think I just need to set like hundreds of filters now. Still waiting on the actual ingredients for that. Netherrack. Honestly, there's not much that could be used for. Oh, I'll send it back. I'll send it to mainnet. I think ashes I actually do want to keep. That's used for solarium. Well, let's get in there. I'm getting there very slowly. Right, I'm gonna go for a break now. I will be back in just a few minutes. Now is a good time if anyone wants to grab any drinks or just have a stretch. I'm gonna go and have a good stretch. Right, I'm back. So hot right now. Lucy is stretched out across the windowsill. Or, yeah, like lying down. She thinks it's hot. Rutile, that could be sent back to mainnet. Right, that one is centrifuging. I have a fluid output. It does, but it's on the wrong subnet. There you go. Working properly now. So I would imagine Mercury going to get stuck there. Pyrite, that is EBF with oxygen. I actually filter I didn't in here. I haven't even got to any of the ores yet. I'm currently just setting filters for a lot of the dusts. All right, so that needs oxygen. All right, quadruple input. Okay, let's rotate that. Fluid export bus. I don't think stocking. Yeah, they're UV tier. Stocking fluid hatches. Oh yeah, let's get new interface, some orange cables. Do I want to just stack these vertically or actually do another? I guess I could do another one. If I positioned it about here. That's 5. There should be enough for this. 6. Oh wait, no, no, there's not. What dense line? You are there. There's 25. That should be enough. I think oxygen is the only thing I need to send here. There's an ABS recipe for this. No, there's not. Sadly, there's not. Right, that should be able to process the pyrite, which I have about 5,000 of it. Oh yeah, what were these missing? Potassium and lithium. Let's do this for now. 72, 10,000 of that. Let's also set up the passive nether quartz dust. Dab alloy conduits. Don't think I need the fluid conduits for this one. Oh, I need the... I didn't get any of the casing. I think I'm doing... It is in the middle. Then output is the middle one. I need to get a wire factory, actually. That would be a nice upgrade for that. For all of the wires. All right, brown is insert and nether quartz. Extract on blue. And let's go there. Yeah, that's fine. So that once it fills up, it won't actually start voiding. The machine will actually turn off. I don't think there's... Yeah, there's not a lot of dusts left now. Apart from all of the ones which I get from centrifuging. I guess, are there any dusts which I want to pull out of here? Manganese, banded iron. Sodium graphite, quartzite. I guess I can leave that. Thorium would be okay, I think. Convert that into the ingot. Kaolinite. $235. Coming up, magnetite. Calcite, I think, is used for like concrete. And this recipe, apparently. Molybdenum, salt I'll keep. Alunite. Silicon dioxide. Okay, I'll keep that one for now. Gallium I'll keep. Clay dust. Electrolyze. So scorch dust keep. Did I set that in here? 39. There's actually quite a lot of things to filter. Gypsum. Firebricks and quicklime. That gives dilute sulfuric acid. I did not know that that was a recipe. Mic is used for insulator. think that can be processed in here. Oh, that's graphene, that's fine. Rocks I'll keep. Quartz sand? Where did I get quartz sand from? Something I must have made with it. I'll leave zirconium. Arsenic hasn't even got. Leave obsidian dust. There's quicklime again. I guess I'll send that. Lucite. Right. That's all of the dust I need to filter. At least the ones which are currently in mainnet. So hopefully I have enough space inside this. It's not looking promising, actually. Took all of these. I don't know, I might have enough space. A lot of filters. That very quickly filled up this storage cell. Right, ready? It's just clean. Keep it clean. I'm gonna go and get warp board. Wonder, has that soft dioxide? I think that has eaten. Wait, how did you from blue? Oh, I guess. Get an invert card then. Oh, wait, no, you can't even. Oh, you can't eat. So what can you go on? Not on a fluid storage cell, apparently. No, I partitioned you. How are you pulling that soft dioxide when I've partitioned this? Oh, wait, I'm confused. I don't think I need to partition that, do I? Because green net is where it will actually end up. Yeah, so it will actually end. Okay. It does end up. Okay, that's fine. I don't know why I immediately thought that that was wrong. I think the heat is getting to me. Phosphorus in there. Also, how is oxygen is rather low. I'm not surprised because that blast furnace does consume a lot of oxygen. Oh, I've still got a lot of advanced glue. Let's 15. Oh yeah, I need to encode a pattern. So I'm thinking about oxygen setup, building a proper oxygen setup instead of what I was doing, which is centrifuging air, I believe. I'm sure that I get a lot of sugar from that farm. Yeah, if I just set up, it would be a maceration stack and an electrolyzer. Better. Maceration stack, stable titanium, I don't know, a stack. It's just titanium. Yeah, I'm completely out of oxygen. All this will help. Okay, manganese, phosphorus. Nope, not in there. But then that does need to go back to mainnet. Haven't already manganese is filtered in there. Put that there for now. I want to upgrade that to a super bus. Happy, that tingy. What would you even call that? The XP sound. For it. Yeah. That's a decent amount of iron. Gallium. Thorium. Arsenic, uranium-235. Plutonium-220. Wait, plutonium-239. Oh, I've already got the filter for that. Do I have the filter in here? Yes. That's actually good. The roasted iron will give me a tiny bit of oxygen in return for doing this. Appetite? That's electrolyzer. Look at how many ingots. Actually, how many? A lot of ingots currently being stored because of the IO boards. $3,000 roasted iron. Where do I get all of that? Is that is from this? I'm starting to get some oxygen back. Currently waiting on tungsten steel. So is there anything I can remember which nitrogen is used for? Like, I know that nitrogen is here. I think I should probably just build a separate setup for this. I guess I could. No, I really want to avoid the excess water. You set to 1,000, so it should prioritize taking out the ME system first. Okay, I actually do want to use the whole space here. No, I need some cobblestone. I need to figure out the space here. I would imagine this is going to be the center, so squares there. If I had an electrolyzer here, Maceration stack there. So how do I want... You know what, I think I'm going to be even... I'm going to be really lazy with this. See, I wonder if I could do a super bus output. So that would be able to cache 2,000 sugar. Yeah, I guess the stocking input. The stocking input in the middle. Yeah, that should be okay. Battery buffer. That should be an IV line. I think you might, yeah, you will form. So sugarcane in that one. That's the quest for the super buses. So this should mean high priority means that it will strike from here last. I think. Honestly, it's a little bit fuzzy, my memory for that. Well, I'll find out because it should start going down in the ME system and it shouldn't pull out of here until the last, or until it actually needs to. Oh, so that one I need another stocking input, then 2 outputs. That is an assembler recipe. Okay, I'm going to actually use 2 output buses because I would also like... I would like to just be able to avoid the water. Pretty sure that's an EV assembler. This is full. Let's do the redstone conduit. Be able to see how many parallels this has. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. There also, I think there's enough. $341 is the max parallels for sugar. Get water and oxygen in this one. Oh, yeah. I need to set up... I forgot about that level emitter. So you can be oxygen, let's just say 4 million. When levels are below. As if that gets stuck on that. This produces 5 buckets of water. I don't want water to fill up the ME system. I feel like it will, but this does produce a lot of oxygen. Oxygen. Not enough fluid output space. Because I didn't connect it. Fingers crossed. No output. Are my fluid storage shells full? That they are. Okay, well I have a load of chlorine. Honestly, I can't believe I'm out of iron 3 chloride. That's it. I at least make an export bus for that. Oh, were you an item? You were. And I lost it. Putting this bit on life support so that it can carry me. What's the output? That's the output for cells. There we go. Right. Still no oxygen because of the 16Ks, right? I at least make one of these then? How about 2? I can make 2 of them. I'm desperate for fluid storage. I think this is because of the ABS, which I've done, and the ore processing output is now going to have to go into the drives. It's almost as if I wasn't prepared for the fluids going into mainnet. Ah, well, at least how is this doing? Make some more filters. Okay, that's one of them. How many is this going to fill up by? Oh, okay. Well, I've got the extra space, which I'm sure that I will need. At least I've actually got oxygen now. So what about sugar? I wanted to check. So I think this is working. Enough fluid output space. It immediately gets full. Now, what was... That's never time to stop. I guess it wouldn't work with item storage cells for that one. And does it actually store all of them in the cell? Like, will I need a multi one for that? I'm sure by the time they've crafted it will end up filling up the oxygen and then it will turn off. Oh, it's still doing pyrite. There must be thousands. How much is in here of pyrite? Right, I'm interested. 5,000, that's why. Like I said, there was quite a big backlog of ores for this. I think the only way to speed this up would be a Vulcanus or overclocking this more, but I can't do that. So I may just do this because it's faster. Just to get through it. Yeah, I'll also do the same for roasted iron. Yeah, just because I'd quite like this ore processing to be able to sort of get through a lot more stuff today. Double tight. Oh, the warp. No, let it fizzle out. Suppose this will give me time to have a drink, so. Nope, still going. The warp. Oh, it's terrible. Finished? Sent me right under the floor. I suppose. I'm thinking about this. Where do I actually get roasted iron from? Banded iron and roasted iron ore. A roasted iron, I'd be happy going through this blast furnace. Pyrite, I will send through the electrolyzer instead. I think it's the yeah, it is. Just to hopefully speed this up a little bit. What are you? I reckon they're stuck on the electrolyzer. Yeah, you are currently full. Eh, it will get through eventually. I think there is a lot. 641,000 sulfur dioxide. Yeah, that is a lot. Right, shall we set up the ore washers? Do I? I'm more worried right now about rubber production. For the plastics. I suppose they are full at the moment. It'll be fine. I'm sure it will be fine me doing this. All right, let's get about 4 of them. Oh, I'm actually running low on vanadium gallium. I should request some more at the end of the stream. What I'm currently doing, but I'll still add it to the checklist. Right, so these two are only going to have 2 filters. Let's put them on the other side. This has definitely made me feel happier. I'm definitely feeling more comfortable with the room which I designed for this. Because I'm thinking about the last time I did ore processing. Take these, for example. I was using the dual input buffer from Twist Space. Because I refused to build 2 washing plants. One for mercury and one for sodium persulfate. But I realized after I built it then, that some of the filters are used in other ones. Like gold ore, for instance, can be sent through mercury or sodium persulfate. Yeah, that made me... Well, it was just a little bit annoying. This time I actually have the space to build 2 of them. So I will actually make 2. What am I doing for these? If I want to mirror this... Go away. From there. Would that be there? There's 2 away and then... Yeah, that looks lined up. Okay, I reckon I need to get the lime channel underneath here. I can't pre color them. Okay, I'll just do that. What am I doing? I'm running it through the center on this one. Yeah, it is on the front. Oh yeah, space constrained. Let's do the middle then. Yeah, I will actually have it symmetrical. At least for this one. So these two will be the inputs. Definitely think that I will need orange. Oh, I'll need another P2P for that. Storage bus. Wait, before you go and dump loads of stuff in the ME, in these, I keep forgetting to do it. Things off the top of my head. If this one's sodium persulfate, tantalite is one of them. And then if this one's mercury nickel. Then let's do the P2Ps here. Well, one of them at least. I could actually do both of them. You know what? Yeah, and then I can have the output on the front. Well, let's do the input on the front. Output can be this one. So all processing outputs there. Then mainnet pass through here. Ooh, roasted cobalt. Silicon dioxide, I was going to send that back to mainnet. Roasted cobalt back here. If I haven't already, spessartine and pyrope. Oh, well, this is actually getting through. This is getting through some good ones. Hello, Marky. Hope you're having a good day. Good morning to you. I forgot to actually say that. Oh, that doesn't go in here. You need to go in here. I'm going nuts with ore processing today. Got my healing axe after a grind, now onto meaningful progression. Yeah, exactly. Once you get the healing axe, everything, well, the food becomes really easy. The easy axe. Was that element? Wait, this has a GUI? I did not know that this had a GUI. Okay, what are you currently waiting on? I wonder if them Grism, yeah, they're going to be taken. They're taken up all of the time. Okay, well, I could still do part of the energy for this. I don't think these have proper renders for the mercury in them. Mercury and sodium persulfate. Bufflers, 2 more. I only need 3 more casings then. Actually, if I place the energy hatches... No, I already placed them. Cool, these are ready. I'm just waiting for the other stuff which I need, like the transformers. And the battery buffers, I believe. Okay, the transformers are done. Batteries are also done. Oh, do I have... I don't think I'm going to have enough. Honestly, I've gone through vanadium gallium today like crazy. Sadly, no ABS recipe. Okay, so it would be just from the center and then just... This is a mirror, so it would be in the center. How about that one, I think? Oh, actually... since these are like offset, I think. Well, these ones are going to be EV. The battery buffers would be here. With the transformer directly under them. Oh, okay. I think I've got enough. Transformer. I need to move that one. Because that would save some cables. And it would be in the center here. I don't see a reason why I can't make it centered. Well, kind of centered. Bad idea, me. Okay, well, it's these three machines. Make sure that they're turned off. Double check. Input IV. This side is... Oh, input out LUV, output IV. No explosions. Right, these hatches should be done now. I would imagine they are. So 2 inputs, 2 export buses. Let's get some acceleration cards for them. Are they output buses? Output on the back, input on the front. This one is sodium persulfate. This one is mercury. Hopefully, you do say that you're online. Net pass through. Why do you not have any mercury? Mercury is set on the main net, isn't it? Yes, I can pull it out from there. Wait, how many did it say? Yeah, it's limited by channels. Simple fix, do that. Yeah, but are you going to export some mercury? I'm confused. Like, that's simple washer, chemical bath. Oops. Okay, well, that's spray painted. Why isn't mercury coming through? Water, I guess water can go back to mainnet. I know that there's mercury in the system. Yeah, so you can see it. Maybe I got them around the wrong way. Good. Oh, you're full. Oh, okay. You're just gonna fill up when I'm not looking. Right. Fair enough. Doing CO2. This should be able to go through a lot as soon as that CO2 clears. What else? The sodium persulfate. I think that's a 3-step process. So it would be multi-block electrolyzer, 2 chemical reactors, 3 chemical reactors. This recipe, sodium hydroxide, and then sulfuric acid. There's 1. I'd need 2 more, I think. Right, so I don't think that's going to fit in this space anymore. Not unless I wall shed them. Also, I need to decorate. I really need to start labeling things. Okay, well, let's request another electrolyzer then. Get ready with this filter. Biotite needs to be electrolyzed. Oh wait, this needs to be centrifuged. I got that around the wrong way. Centrifuge the black granite. And basalt. What about marble dust? Okay, marble centrifuge. Oh, I should have checked these before I put them in there. So centrifuge, centrifuge, biotite, electrolyzer. That's why it's getting stuck. I couldn't work out why it's getting stuck. There you go. So red granite, electrolyzed. Biotite I just filtered. Okay, calcite I wanted to keep. Magnetite I think can go in here. Ah, yes, right. Soapstone, electrolyze, powerlight, centrifuge, orphanite, centrifuge, malachite, electrolyze. Flint dust? Do I really need? I mean, it is used for cobalts. Okay, I could definitely see that. Lepidolite, that is electrolyzer. This is actually getting full. Okay, they can't be electrolyzed. Sapphire and green sapphires. So what do I do with these? Send these through the EBF? With a little bit of carbon? Yeah, okay. Turns it into alumina. Yeah, there you go. Okay, dark ashes. Burnt quartz. I guess I could keep the dark ashes. I reckon there's a lot of lepidolite. Lepidolite? 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 Yeah, why not? Lepidolite. Did I actually set alumina in here? Yes, I did. And you know, I want to say that I have actually filtered. Hey, maybe I didn't. That is electrolyzer. Lepidolite. Or lepidolite. I love pronouncing things. Okay, that's electrolyzer. Wait, that sends... That needs over a stack. Well, I'm quickly running out of space in this super bus. So until advanced stocking buses, we're just going to have to suck it up. Banded iron, that EBF. Electrolyzer. I think I'm going to have to use priorities to help out with this. That center one is maintenance, that's input. You'll be fine. What about tantalite? Tantalite, electrolyze, kaolinite, spodumene. Yeah, so I think... If you're set to insert only... Okay, we'll just have to have a look at this then. If I set this to -1, will you prioritize going in here? You do. What if I say +1? So only. I'll eventually end up in here again. There wasn't a way to filter these based on a recipe, is there? What would that be in? Possibly a regulator? Recipe filter. I don't reckon that's going to filter the amount. Oh, warp again. Let's go and take a bath. Also, it's been a while since I've actually checked power consumption. What's that? Oh, okay, 41,000. It's not too bad. I will very shortly need to upgrade to 4 more nuclear reactors, though. Okay, limonite, EBF. Actually, let's get both of them. Brown and yellow limonite. Ah, I'm finally starting to get some of the impure piles again. Gypsum, what did I say that I was going to do with that? Only used for the fire bricks. Or quicklime, which I can make out of calcium. Okay, I'll electrolyze that. Slowly starting to get through everything. Like I've said before, very big backlog of ores need to be sent through ore processing now. There with nickel. Oh, what was the other one? Tantalite? I got about 1,000 of that. Okay. Just double check that. I'm going to end the stream here. I'm going to end it, well, end it on time, actually. Doing okay for energy. I think I might continue filtering some stuff because there are a lot of filters to set. Probably this evening. We'll see how it goes. I'll filter as many as I can. But yeah, it's been a really good stream. Let me have a look at a raid. Oh, should we raid to Eggsy? Eggsy's doing a Steam Gate, by the way. He's doing the Steam Gate run, which I think is so cool. Right. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy the weekend.